We have more tonight on the unpermitted city-owned landfill in northwest Atlanta called Baby Gun Club. Our I-team has obtained engineering reports that show potentially hazardous incinerator ash and liquid leachate were found deep inside that landfill.
City Public Works employees knew waste was found 18 years ago, but residents and environmentalists say they had no idea what was dumped in the area. Senior I-team reporter Dale Russell has been following this. You discovered this and join us now with the latest.
Portia, in fact, several elected city officials told me they'd never heard of Baby Gun Club. And this is just 6 miles northwest of City Hall, not all that far from the Beltline. 2 city council people want answers from the city now, and so do residents who live nearby. Would you have bought your property if you had known about Baby Gun Club?
Most likely, no.
Lucinda Augustin is an urban pioneer. She bought a boarded-up 6-bedroom house on Gun Club Road in northwest Atlanta and turned it into a home for her family of 5. She knew there was an officially closed landfill nearby. She had no idea there was another unmarked landfill even closer.
To have something that can not only affect my children, but the neighbors around me, and the city knows about it, that's very, very disappointing to know.
A Fox 5 I-team investigation discovered the existence of Baby Gun Club landfill, buried deep in internal city memos, letters, engineering reports, and in 2 lawsuits that were quietly filed and then settled. Were they dumping the whole time you lived there?
Yeah.
Eyewitnesses told us they saw the dumping. Aerial photographs from the 60s and 70s showed the cleared-off dump site, and internal records documented how who knows what was dumped on the land for years before strict environmental laws were in place.
Could it become worse? Yes. You don't know what's there. That's the big concern to everybody.
Baby Gun Club sits just south of Gun Club landfill, which operated for 20 years. The city officially closed, capped, and monitored Gun Club around 2000, but didn't close Baby Gun Club. The EPD told us that's because it was so old. Baby Gun Club was not subject to modern closure requirements.
I'm very fearful of what's buried there.
And that's the question. What was buried at the Baby Gun Club landfill? And is it dangerous? One hint comes from this Atlanta Constitution article from 1968, which showed cars and other trash dumped right around Baby Gun Club. The article says the city burned the trash. In 1994, the city hired an engineering company called Roy F. Weston, who bored holes into the ground all over Baby Gun Club. They dug 80 holes and found waste or trash in 48 of them, including potentially toxic incinerator ash and municipal solid waste with a strong waste odor, and more solid waste with potentially harmful liquid called leachate. Hole 78, leachate coming out fast. Hole 61. This area should be further investigated.
This is all waste you're walking on right now.
When Jerry Brow recently found out Baby Gun Club waste was buried on his land, he wanted to know more. He found the engineer who oversaw the testing and secretly recorded a conversation. On tape, Richard Woodham told Jerry he came up with the name Baby Gun Club. Jerry asked the engineer if the incinerator ash was dangerous. Jerry Brow told us he asked Woodham if the city of Atlanta dumped the ash.
So they told you that they took that ash from the incinerator and dumped it there. They told you that.
Reached by phone, Richard Woodham told us he can't talk about the work his company did because they were working for the city.
There could indeed be lots of things that are very toxic that, have been dumped, in this space.
Environmental scholar and activist Dr. Nataki Osborne-Jelks knows Northwest Atlanta well. The Spelman professor is on the Proctor Creek Stewardship Council. She was stunned to learn about Baby Gun Club, a landfill that borders Proctor Creek. We showed her the tests that showed ash, waste, and leachate, found some 18 years earlier.
It would have made a lot of sense to close and to cap this landfill at the same time that Gun Club was closed.
What should the city do?
The city needs to take ownership. I mean, you know that it's there. Everyone knows that it's there. You need to get out there, clear all this mess that's been made so the community can feel safe.
Now, the City of Atlanta never responded to our questions about Baby Gun Club. The Georgia Environmental Protection Division said it has found no evidence of an environmental hazard at the Gun Club landfill, the Baby Gun Club landfill, and they would investigate any complaints to resolve any issues that may be discovered. Russ and Portia.